It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy. Coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Mike Hembry, NASCAR scene. Dale, we've seen all kind of response the last couple of days from, I guess, from voices big and small about why this did not work. But what's your view on why this didn't work? Was it the new car? Was it personalities? What's the bottom line?
Well, I would have told you what the bottom line was yesterday when we talked about the whole thing for the first time. But there really isn't one thing you can put your finger on as to why it didn't work. And I'm not hiding any blame from anyone. And you know, I take full responsibility for making some mistakes along the way, especially this year. We haven't been on our game I would say I definitely haven't been on my game. And you know, so I shoulder any amount of responsibility that's necessary and that everybody feels is fair. And for the fact that we didn't make this work, and I don't feel like or have the urge really to point fingers in any one direction, and I can't put my finger on any particular instance or reason that it didn't work. But we were definitely trying our hardest. I mean, we really were. We had a lot of meetings, and we sat down and talked it out and tried to get a better approach each weekend, a different approach. We changed up a lot of things about how we set the cars up and everything, and we just kept going backwards. So, you know, we had, you know, Rick and him obviously felt like they needed to make something happen, and so this is a situation we're in. I'm really confident in where we are going forward, you know, and I'm really happy that Tony Jr. is, you know, taking an opportunity to stay with Rick, because Rick cares a lot about Tony Jr. and thinks a lot of him, and I really feel like that Tony Jr. Is a great asset to any race team or any organization, and he'll do great things, and I've always said that about him, and maybe we just ain't meant to do them together. And I feel like that he's still got a lot of things that he can accomplish and will accomplish, and hopefully I can have that same opportunity going forward.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius NASCAR Radio. You know, it doesn't really matter what uniform we wear or what our last name is. We're all only human. And the question for you is if you ever lost confidence in yourself during all of this. There's been a lot of debate about that. And Jeff Gordon was just in here, a four-time champ. He said during the tough times he went through, yeah, he did lose confidence in himself, and that magic thing, finding it is tough, but he leaned back on the organization. At any time, and there's been a lot of debate on this, I mean, you're just a human being. Did you lose confidence in yourself when you were trying your hardest, anything you knew of, to try to pull this around?
Well, I think, you know, I'd be lying if I said I didn't lose confidence at times. You definitely lose confidence when you don't run good. You know, you're only human, so you're definitely going to question some of your abilities when you're not getting it done. But you know, we weren't particularly lightning fast in the All-Star race, but we were competitive, and we ran amongst the field until the engine blew on the last lap. So, you know, and then we showed up the next week, and we couldn't hang on to the tail of the field. So, you know, there's definitely it wasn't as if, you know, I understand that I can't carry the race car on my back, and that we have to, you know, have a good race car for us to be able to run good. And I think that really goes for anybody in the garage. So we're, you know, there's times when I think there's times when you're racing and you're not having a good day, and for that moment you're beat down and disgusted and even embarrassed. But, once you get away from it and kind of look back on the whole process and how you got there, you really kind of start to see some of the directions you took that were wrong, and you just, you understand and feel like that if you can get in the right situation and get the car to do what you want it to do, you'll be as good as anybody in the field.
Okay, we've got Jay Hart, Jamie, and Jim Utter. Oh, Dan, go ahead.
Thanks. Dan Gelston, Associated Press. Dale, do you feel this puts any more pressure on you? How do you feel you'll handle it? And with Tony gone, maybe some criticism, more criticism will come your way, and how do you feel you'll handle that?
Well, I feel like that, there'll always be pressure on me, I guess. I'm all right with that. I've always had pressure on me. I don't mind. You get pressure from every direction. Media puts a lot of pressure on you because you guys talk about it so much, but that's really what got me where I am today. So, we have we have a microscope on us, and everybody that has ever worked on that race team understands that. Sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes that's a bad thing. If you don't run, in the top 5 and the top 10 every week, you're not good enough. And most everybody else in the field doesn't get that kind of scrutiny and doesn't get ridden that hard by everybody. So we just have to understand that going in and know that those are the stakes. When you show up to the racetrack, you better be able to live up to everybody's expectations.
Dale, I understand. I know this is Jay Hart, Yahoo Sports. I know personally it's got to be tough with the situation with you and Tony Jr., but is there any sense of relief, because this has obviously been a talked about issue for probably every day? Is there any sort of relief now on your part?
Well, I think it's a new chapter and a new direction, which gives you hope, obviously. So maybe hope is a good word instead of relief. I'm not really relieved. I mean, I'm really disappointed that we didn't get things like we wanted them with the original structure of the team. And so that disappointment, I think, will be around for a couple months at least, and may linger for a long time. But this is the change and the support that I'm getting from some new voices in the company is a opportunity and brings you hope and sort of lifts the confidence or the spirits of everybody. Not just me, all the guys that are all the road crew and hopefully when the guys show up for race day, the pit crew and all them guys, they feel it too. It's definitely it's definitely been great having the support that I've had from all the people at Hendrick. They've done an amazing job, showing me how much they believe in this race team, and I think Lance has got a great attitude, and he's Lance is a pretty tough guy. He doesn't really he tells you like it is, and he doesn't really he doesn't really pull any punches. So I'm excited really for somebody to come in there like that and be aggressive with the team and because you really you don't really get anywhere when you have people telling you what you want to hear. It's the people that'll tell you the truth. That's the only way you can really understand what the reality of the situation is and be able to change or repair things. So everybody's been real honest and hopefully we'll have that going forward and continue to make this team a better race team.